Germany has one of the highest tax rates in the entire world. That's why some people get really creative and pretend their dog is a sheep in order to save taxes. What the actual f***? But when you pay a lot of taxes, you also get a lot of tax benefits. And that's why we will rank all possible investment options in this video from minus 42% taxes all the way up to plus 69% taxes. 69? Nice. In case you're wondering right now, let me explain what minus 42% taxes actually means. Germany has a progressive tax system. That means the more you earn, the more taxes you have to pay. In nominal value as well as in percentage, as you can see here. And when you pay 42% taxes, every euro you spend on something tax deductible will earn you a 42-cent tax benefit because that is your personal marginal income tax rate. Some people think that you get 1 euro tax benefit when spending 1 euro, but this would be a real-world infinite money glitch, and this only exists in computer games. When spending 1 euro, you don't get 1 euro, you get your personal marginal income tax rate of up to 42%. So with tax-deductible investments, the government will reward you with a negative 42% tax rate, meaning you pay 58% of the bill and the government 42% of the bill, which is absolutely awesome to have somebody else pay more than 40% for the investments that I make. The first investment in the minus 42% tax category, which is the best category of course, is real estate. There's this old saying that 90% have become millionaires because of real estate. Not sure if that's true, but the more tax efficient an investment is, the less money you need, so it certainly could be true. Now, important. When we talk about real estate and tax benefits, we are always talking about investing in rental properties and not your primary home. Living in a property yourself will get you almost no benefits here in Germany. Renting out a property gets you all the benefits. And that's why our rate of home ownership is the lowest in Europe. You can deduct the interest of your mortgage, insurance, depreciation, property manager, and so much more from your taxes, giving you up to 42% tax benefits, depending on your personal tax rate. Also in the best category are ETFs, but only if they are inside a level 1 pension. We come to other ways to invest in ETFs in other categories later on. Which begs the question, which category or categories is the best for you? Why don't you book a free meeting with us and let's find out together. This year, singles can invest up to 26,500 euros and married couples up to 53,000 euros in ETFs in level 1 pensions and deducted from their taxes. You could technically also invest that money in the German government pension and deduct it from your taxes. But then you can also burn the money. Check out this video if you want to know how bad the German public pension really is. But unfortunately, as long as you're an employee, you have to pay into the German public pension. You cannot exit the public pension and get a level 1 pension instead. You can only get it as an additional pension. Next category, 0% taxes. Yes, there is tax-free income here in Germany. Let's kick things off with real estate again. And now also you homeowners profit for once. Because if you live in a property for at least 3 years and then sell it afterwards, the profit from selling your property is completely tax-free. Isn't that awesome? And this is the one and only case where owning a home is actually better than renting, because landlords have to wait 10 years until they can sell a property tax-free. But real estate is a long-term investment anyway, and landlords receive massive tax benefits that we just talked about, so I think they're doing just fine. Next up are special assets. So everything that you might consider an investment from a real-world point of view, but what is not considered an investment from a tax point of view. And you know how things are here in Germany. Finanzamt is always right. Special assets are gold, crypto, art, NFTs, cars, watches. Whatever that you might consider an investment from an investment perspective is a special asset that you can sell tax-free after holding for at least 1 year. If you sell it before, up to plus 42% taxes in the second worst category we come to later on. And if you start trading these special assets, Finanzamt can consider you a company doing a commercial business. And then, bye-bye 0% taxes, then you pay again 42% taxes. And lastly, with 0% taxes, all kinds of investment profits but only up to 1,000 euros a year. Stocks, dividends, interest, profit share from our real estate security tokens, ETFs inside investment accounts, all together for a maximum of 1,000 euros a year can be tax-free. How much taxes do you have to pay after that 1,000 euros? Very good question. We'll see in a moment. If you put your ETFs in a level 3 pension instead of an investment account, you will get significant tax benefits over time that can be a lot higher than just 1,000 euros a year. And these tax benefits come in two different ways. Your ETFs will grow tax-free inside any pension until you decide to take money out. And when you take money out, you get additional tax benefits with level 3 pensions. When you take a monthly pension, your tax rate is anywhere from 0% to slightly below 10%, depending on your personal tax rate in retirement. Most people will probably be around 5-ish%. In order to have a 10% tax rate, you would need to earn at least 63,000 euros a year in retirement again, which statistically, very few people do. And when you take the lump sum payout of your level 3 pension, you will pay half of capital gains tax, so 12.5% flat. Easy calculation. What did you put into your level 3 pension? What do you get out? The difference is taxed to 12.5%. You get both tax benefits if you wait with the payout to the age of 62. If you don't want to wait until the age of 62, you pay full capital gains tax on your level 3 pension profits, so 25%. Then you got at least a tax-free growth of your investment over decades, but the payout is taxed like any other investment here in Germany above the 1,000 euro tax-free limit. All kinds of stocks, bonds, dividends, ETFs, interest, whatever, all taxed with 25% flat. I know 25% taxes sounds pretty high right now, especially given the fact that we were coming from minus 42% just a moment ago, but still a better tax rate than income from work for most of you watching. Speaking about income from work with up to 42%, that is our second to last category, which includes real estate. Again, that puts real estate into 3 different categories, and now you guys can hopefully see that personal finance is often a little more complicated than you or me want it to be. Because the simple question, how is real estate taxed, can result in 3 different answers ranging anywhere from minus 42% all the way up to plus 42%, which is a pretty significant difference if you ask me. So, costs that you have with your rental property can be deducted with up to minus 42%. We talked about that earlier. Once you're starting to make a taxable profit with your rental income, which is different than a real world profit by the way, then you have to pay up to 42% taxes, depending on your personal tax rate. While you're still paying a mortgage, you can hide your profit really well and avoid paying taxes. That's one of the reasons why we're fans of prolonging your mortgage again and again. But at some point, you will start earning a taxable profit, and then you're taxed, of course. Very similar to level 1 pensions that we discussed earlier. While you invest, you can deduct your investments from your taxes, potentially hundreds of thousands of euros over the next 10, 20, 30 years. Depends how old you are. And once you're in retirement, the payout is taxed with your personal income tax rate. The idea here is that your tax rate right now while working is probably a lot higher than in retirement. So when you get a 40% tax benefit now and have to pay 20% taxes in retirement, you're good because you get an additional 20% tax arbitrage. And lastly, what you have all been waiting for, investments with 69% taxes, by far the highest tax rate in Germany. Why are you looking at me? There is no 69% tax rate here in Germany. This is obviously a 69 joke. You didn't really expect some investments here, did you? Hope you enjoyed the ranking and the jokes. Hope you learned something that will help you improve your financial future. See you in the next video.